Can I say thank you everybody for coming? I wish I could have gave you a better night. He called me with a good shot, but I was there. I was ready. You know, this is boxing. This is a fight. You get caught with punches. You get rocked a little bit. You come back. I wear the IW on my trunks. Very proud Italian warrior. He never got me down, Ray. He never got me down. What can I say? You know, he was a great champion. I felt I was in the fight, and I thought it could have been a better night tonight if it went on. But what are you gonna do? You know, I'm happy for him, proud of him. You know, he's a class act, and you should be proud of him too. So, thank you. Any questions?
Were you surprised that he boxed instead of took you on toe-to-toe?
Yeah, I was a little surprised he boxed. I was very anxious. I wanted to get to him really quick. And, you know, I was surprised on his power too. I didn't think he had that much power. He caught me with a couple good shots in the first couple of rounds, but I kind of just brushed him off, and then he must have caught me with a good shot that last time, and I started making a miss, and, you know, the ref stepped in.
You looked like you were getting into a fight a little bit in the fifth round. Did you get callous?
I always get careless. You see my face? That's part of my game plan. You know what I mean? I gotta get caught a couple of shots. You know what I mean? But the fight would have been a lot. The fight would have kept going, and it would have been better. It would have got better and better by the round. I would have put more pressure. But you know, you don't really let you fight today. It's not like the old days. You know, I'm a throwback to the old school fighters where, you know, I might be rocked a little bit, but I'm gonna fight till the end. It just doesn't happen like that anymore in boxing. You get hurt, they stop it.
So you felt you were going to survive afterwards?
Yeah, I was okay. You know, I was to it. My legs were a little wobbly, but I was getting it back. When they stopped it, I was kind of making a miss at the time they stopped it. If you watch it, what are you gonna do? I remember. I think I grabbed on. I held him, and that's when the referee stopped it. But like he said, I don't take nothing away from him. I just think you guys got robbed because you would have seen 12 rounds like that, you know, back and forth, and that's what you guys pay for. You know why? Sorry.
Before the fight, you hinted that if you were defeated, you would probably hang up the gloves. Are you still going to consider?
Yeah, I don't want to fight anymore.
You done?
Yeah.
All right.
If I can't compete at the championship level, I don't want to fight. You know, it's not worth it for me. I work at a family, you know, who I love and I support. And Lou DiBella, you know, gave me this opportunity. I can't thank him enough. You know, he's a man of his word. I signed with him a year ago, and he says, "Listen, Pete," he said, "I'll take you there, but you got to do the job and win it." And, you know, he took me here, but I didn't do my job.
Yeah, you did. You had a good career, too.
I appreciate it.
What are you going to do, Peter?
I'll work. I'm going to work, be home for dinner with my wife, my kids, you know, raise them, make sure they don't fight. That's for sure. What's that?
What are you taking out of this?
A lot of experience, you know, I learned a lot. You know, I've been fighting since I'm 5 years old. You know, there's a lot of weak-minded people in the world, and that's someone I'll never be because of this game. You know, it's taught me how to be a strong-minded individual, I mean, this game, you torture yourself just making weight for this fight. You know, I'm sitting in saunas, I'm doing this, your mind plays games with you, you got to be a strong person. You know, and then, so I'll always be a strong person in life, and I can always teach that to my kids and my family, and I can be a role model for them. So, thanks to this game, it was great to me. I mean, I got nothing to look bad about. I mean, I made it pretty far. You know, my dad was a fighter, my uncle was a fighter. I made it a lot farther than they did. So, you know, not saying in a cocky way. It's just, you know, we all accomplished a lot.
But it ends here, right? The kid's not going to do it?
My kids won't even look at it. I won't even order the pay-per-views for them.
Hey, Manfredo.
Yes.
Do you think you still have a future in boxing in terms of being a promoter or maybe training?
No, I can't do that. I want to leave the promoting to these guys, these Lou DiBellas and Bob Arams and these guys. These are the top dogs. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to eat a sandwich. My friend back there, Dino, he's one of my bosses. He works for the laborers union, and he gets me good jobs. So I should be all set. Dino, you better get me a good job now, man. I definitely need it. But thank you guys for coming. I wish I could have gave you a better fight. You know, I was just starting to come on, like you've seen. I got called a shot. Can I say I took a shot? I took a shot. What can I say? Ever seen Goodfellas? I took a shot. What can I say? But it's part of the game, and this is what happens. But thank you all very much, and it was an honor. Good luck to Julio Caesar Chavez Jr. in the future. His dad was a great fighter, and he's obviously following his footsteps pretty well, and he's proven himself. So, forget about it. You kidding me?
What a terrific young man.
You know, one thing tonight also, I mean, first of all, this guy's had a great career, and this is what the sport's about. It's making the most out of what you have, going as far as you could possibly go. And this guy gave an honest effort his entire career, 110% of what he had till the last minute, and he deserves a round of applause. And to Junior, this was the best fight he's ever fought.
Yes,
I mean, it's
sir.
the best fight of his career. He's getting better every fight. And that's what you can ask of a young man. He doesn't determine who gets the belt. He doesn't put it on his waist. You know, it's not about that. I mean, forget about the belt. He's a work in progress. He's getting better every fight. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, Sergio Martinez is here. He's one of the 3 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. I would love for him to have the opportunity to get that green belt back right now. But to be honest with you, if I had Chavez and I wasn't forced to, I wouldn't do it either. That's just the truth. He's a work in progress. He's a young kid. He's not ready for the top pound-for-pound guys in the world yet. Not yet. He may be in the future, but you know what Aram's supposed to do, what Freddie Rhodes is supposed to do, what his people are supposed to do, is protect the young man. He's supposed to want any challenge, and hopefully he does want Sergio. Hopefully he does want the biggest challenges. But honestly, if I had him, I wouldn't let him do that fight yet either. And that's just the truth. So, have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank Lester for running the promotion here in Houston. It's a great thrill for me to be back in Houston because this is where I started. The first fight I promoted in the United States was in Houston, Texas at the Astrodome, which is right down the street here. So it's nice, always nice to be back. Yeah, a question?
I spoke to Oscar about 3 days ago, and he told me, that they weren't interested in the Canelo Chavez fight.
Was he in or out of uniform when he told you?
Oscar.
So considering what was just said about, not rushing Julio, do you take that as, maybe it'll come about later, that fight?
I have no idea. But when, obviously it's up to Canelo and his manager, and whatever Oscar says one way or the other has no relevance in this situation. I don't want to take cheap shots, but Oscar really is not running a promotional company. He's tweeting all the time. Julio's coming good.
I guess I can ask another question.
Huh?
I can ask another question.
Okay.
Excuse me, Bob. Is it on?
Should be on.
Bob?
Yeah, where are you?
Right over here. Joshua Clottey just had a return bout, secured a second round stoppage. What's next for him going forward?
Joshua looked terrific, and I'm glad he's back. It's been a long layoff. He's a terrific fighter. He didn't show up that night that he fought Manny, but before that he had fought Cotto virtually to a standstill. And I think now that he's dedicating himself back to boxing, he's the kind of guy that you can keep busy, because except for that Pacquiao fight, which was an aberration, you can always count on Joshua to give a good fight. So exactly when he'll be back, I don't know, but certainly, 2-3 months maybe.